Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so your region is
Yeah.
rectangular basically. If you draw the region is rectangular. Even
True.
3 comma 0 like this. Okay, Dev has also entered 0 0 origin. This is 3 comma 0. Hi Dev, good morning.
Good morning.
Why late?
I I didn't wake up only at 11. I slept slow.
So honest. You didn't woke up and I took one class before you guys.
You know, it's on time also. I don't know why I didn't wake up.
Okay. So what about the homework question? Have both of you like Sean and
I
Dev
did it.
done this? What is
I
the
did it.
center of
Yeah, I did it.
mass?
So
You
I got
got
confused halfway.
3 by 2 comma 4 by 3 and root 2. Root 3 comma root 2. I guess.
hmm, root 3 comma root 2. Okay. And what about you, Sean? Did you get this answer for center of mass at least?
So I got confused halfway through. So I've just like left it.
So we have to start from
Got
beginning.
it
Okay.
half.
Okay, no problem. So this is the region, right? This is our region
Yeah.
over which the over which mass is spread out. Mass is distributed, right? By that
Hmm.
mass density function is represented by rho x comma y is equal to y. Okay, so by that formula the mass is distributed all over this super thin lamina. Okay, now we have to
Hmm.
figure out the center of mass and radius of gyration of this object. Okay, this super thin object, right? So the region we need to draw the region first. So the region is this is rectangular region because this is bound by the x and y are bound by constants, right? So once we get the
Hmm.
region, now from double integration we have some formula about the center of mass. And what is that? Center of mass is my upon m
I M, comma
and
MX.
mx upon m, right? So what is m first of all? The total mass of this lamina. We can find out. See, the mass is distributed all over this super thin plate. So we can find out the total mass of this, right? The density function. I have
Hmm.
already explained you the theory part of the density function is mass here. So density into area will give you the total mass, right? Mass is equal to mass
Yeah.
density into area, and here area is the total area can be found out by using double integration, right? So that gave us the idea about double integral will be applicable on this scenario. So m is equal to double integral uh, rho x comma y, and we can take any order here, dx dy or
DX.
dy dx, whatever order.
Yeah.
Okay, because if we select x direction
Hmm.
first, okay, we are not switching the function and it cover entire region. If you go along y direction first, that also behaves similarly. Okay, so we can take any order provided the question should be easier to handle. Okay, so the mass density function is y here in this case. So if we take dx dy, we'll do the integration part later. That is our idea, right? We try to reduce the complexity in the first integral, and once the second double integral is converted into first integral, we can easily handle that area. We have already done that in IB, right? So our idea is to at least simplify the first integral part. Okay, so if I take dx dy, that will obviously simplify our integration, the first integration, because y will be considered as just constant, right? Okay, let me know the what should I write here for the limit of the inner integral.
The limit of the inner is 0 to 3.
Yes, x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3, and for
3
outer,
and outer is 0 to 2.
outer is 0 to 2.
0 to 2.
Perfectly all right.
Two.
So what is the integration of y with respect to x?
XY.
Y.
Yx.
Yeah.
So we'll apply the limit also 0 3 dy, and then 0 to 3y. Okay, 3y dy, and then 3y square upon 2, 0 to, which is 2 to the 6, 2 to the 4, 3 to the 6. Okay. So the mass is 6. Okay, what is this? Volume, mass, area. What is that?
6. Yeah. Area. Yeah. Area.
Area.
No, it's the total mass of the object.
Yes, it's a
Total.
total mass of the object. It's a mass of lamina.
This is
Okay.
dimension into area, right? Which gives the mass.
Hmm?
So this whole thing is the
No,
density
when
function
do
to
we
area.
find, no, when do we find area? When do we find area? When this, the whole thing here is 1, it will give you the area. We just, we I think in the previous class we observed that if you take the function as 1, it will give you the area of the region. Did you forget that? The volume of the sphere is 4 by 3. What is that? The volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. And if you take height as 1, h is
Yeah.
equal to 1, the volume, the cylinder is pi r square. That is nothing but the cross section area.
Yeah. But
So h is equal to
we
1, you will find the
yeah.
area. But here the function is mass density function. So because of the mass density function, we
Got
are finding out the mass, the total mass of the plate. Is that clear to
it.
you?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So this is m. Now mx. Mx is, what is mx? Moment of mass
Is
about
hmm.
x-axis. Moment of mass about x-axis. So basically, if this is
Yeah.
x-axis, the moment is about x-axis. So we are integrating the y distance. Okay, we are integrating the y distance, which is away from x-axis, obviously. So if you go away from x-axis, that is the y distance. So we have to integrate y distance. So the formula is, what is the formula? Y into mass density function. So y into y
Hmm.
Yeah.
dx dy. So
Yeah.
0 to 3,
Yeah.
0 to 2.
Yeah. So,
Okay, Mano, Sean, I think
yeah.
it is clear to you now.
So can you repeat that?
Which one? This mx.
This only.
Mx.
Yeah.
Okay, see. Uh, what is the idea here? Suppose this is x, this is y, this is z. Okay, my lamina is here on xy plane. Okay, now if I rotate this moment, first of all, understand what is mx. Mx is the moment of mass about x-axis. Okay, moment of mass about x-axis. Let me write that also. About x-axis, and the formula for that is distance of a point is selected. Okay, we select any point on the lamina, and the formula for moment of mass about
Yeah.
x-axis is distance into mass density function. Okay, distance into mass density function. Okay, that is
Hmm.
the moment of mass. So if you rotate this, if suppose I need to rotate this lamina about x-axis. Okay, if I have to rotate this lamina about x-axis, So if I take any point on this lamina, let's say this is the point. Okay, so along this y direction, the x value is constant. We are rotating this whole arrangement here. We are rotating the lamina here. So along y direction, x values are constant. Okay, so basically y varies along y direction, right? So if you integrate,
Yeah.
if you integrate the whole line altogether, so each line has x value constant but y varies, and you rotate. Okay, so what is the moment of mass that can be figured out? Distance into rho x comma y. Each line x constant, we rotate, we integrate about y direction. So y need to be integrated.
Hmm.
So the distance is varying here. The distance of each point varies. Are you getting that? The distance on each point varies because it is at different distance from x-axis. So that is basically need to be integrated. Are you getting that?
Hmm.
If I put it in the
Yeah.
proper mathematical term, it will be like y star rho x star comma y star. Okay, put it in double uh, summation sign, and it will definitely give you the sense of double integral. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So the moment of mass is continuous function, so we need to apply double integral, and this is the formula now. So distance is y, and mass density function is also y because it is given in the question, and dx dy is from the double integral. Now what is the answer for this?
So I had a question.
Yeah,
So distance can either be x or y.
distance can either be, yeah, so that's why we see either we can go in x direction or we can go in y
Along.
direction, right? So
Exactly.
we have only two direction. So this part is basically
Hmm.
about x-axis, and the second, that's why we have second thing, my, which is about y-axis. Okay, and
Understood. Yeah.
why we are just selecting x and y coordinate, y and x-axis. There is also answer to that. Why we are just selecting x and y axis?
Why, sir?
That's the question. No? So basically,
Because the Z is negligible, right? It's a laminar.
no, it's lamina, perfectly all right.
Yeah.
But but we are finding out the center of mass. If you hold y constant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
x varies. If you hold y constant, x varies. X, the whatever calculation we perform there, that x will give you the center of mass because x varies, and according to mass density function we will stop at just center of mass. And if you hold x constant, y varies. Okay, and because of this arrangement in the whole formula, the y will be considered as the center of y coordinate of the center of mass. So in both scenario, basically we are holding one of the variable constant.
Yeah. Hmm. Understood. Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
Dev?
So I understood this. It's a bit like the limit thing, which we used to do.
Mm-hmm. The partial derivative,
Where we used to take, like keeping one
variable
constant,
constant.
like in a way.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what is mx? What is the value of mx? Have you solved this integration?
MX is 8,
MX is 8. Yeah. Y is
MY
9.
is 12,
9.
My is 9.
12 I got.
So let me just give the arrangement
But
of
answer now.
my to Sean. Maybe he cannot find this. Maybe, I'm not sure. But
Devash.
the arrangement is x, y, dx,
Oh,
dy.
sorry.
right, Sean? xy
M
dx
square
dy,
na?
Yeah.
because we are about y axis, so where the x is
X.
changing,
Yeah.
x is changing, so we integrate x rho mass density function, and the limit is 0 to 3 to 0 to 2. Okay, the answer to this is 9. You can easily integrate this. So center of mass is center
3
of,
by 2 comma
yeah,
3.
mass is equal to 9 by 9 by 6 comma 8 by 6, which is 3 by 2 comma 4 by 3. Okay, now
Yeah.
radius of gyration. So what was the formula for radius of gyration? Ix. Now here we take square. Okay, we just take square. If you are finding ix means radius of gyration about x-axis, so we just take square, y square. Okay, this is the formula, y square into rho the mass density function dx dy. Let me
Yeah.
know the limit will be same as before, we are not changing the order.
Yeah.
Now what is the integration of this? Okay, we'll just plug the values here, 0 to 3 y square. What is rho xy? Y dx dy.
So
What is
that
the value of this?
y cube
The value
y4.
is 12. I
12.
got 12.
Yeah,
Was
directly.
it
Yeah.
12?
Yeah, yeah. So y raised to 4 upon 4, 0 to 3 dy. Sorry. What is integration of y cube with respect to x? Xy cube.
Y cube x. Yeah. That's y cube.
So 0 to 3, 0 to 2. Then this is how much? 3y cube dy. Then 3y raised to 4 upon 4, 0 to 2. Then 12. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is iy? This is radius about x-axis, means
Yeah.
distance. See, distance in this diagram, the distance of radius is basically the distance of uh, center of mass from the x-axis. Okay, this is x, this is y, this is z. So distance of center of mass from x-axis. So this is radius of gyration about x-axis. Okay, ix. And the distance of center of mass from y-axis, this is iy. The distance of center of mass from y-axis, that is radius of gyration about y-axis. Okay,
Yeah.
so iy is 0 to 3, 0 to 2 x square y dx dy. Okay, so what is the answer to this?
18.
18. We can directly find out this. Okay, so no, exactly that ix. This is the formula, radius of gyration. So we can write that as x bar, x double bar, x double bar. This is y double. Okay, that's the formula. Sorry. So root iy upon m. This is the formula actually. So what is iy? 18 upon 6. That's root 3,
X
and
square.
y double dash This is radius of gyration about y-axis. Yeah, so Ix upon m, and Ix is 12 upon 6, so root 2. Okay, so this is all about the radii of gyration. Now we have another question where the shape of the lamina is not rectangle.
Hmm.
So if suppose my next question is based on the different shape of the lamina. Let's say the mass density function is rho x comma y is equal to x, and the region of the lamina bound by these coordinates 0 comma 0, 2 comma 1, and 4 comma 0. Okay, so first of all, what should we do? What Mano sent us?
Just I found some pages in the textbook.
Hmm. Yeah, so this is kinetic energy, moment of inertia, my square, that what we are doing right now,
Yeah.
and rotational kinetic, that's different stuff. So the moment of inertia, what when the thing is written there, that is my square. That's why we are doing r square, or the distance square. Okay, and the summation of mass is
Yeah.
obtained by the double integration here. Yeah, you can go through this. Ritesh sir is confused that whether it is from physics or maths. Okay, so r is equal to 0 comma, this is our region. Yeah, Dev, want to say anything?
Can we start solving it? Like, can we?
Yeah. First we'll draw the region. Please draw the region.
Question.
It's a triangle, so then the
Hmm.
y is from 0 to 1 and x is 0 to 4,
Yeah,
basically.
so we'll just set up the integration here, nothing else. It's not that difficult one. So 0 0, okay, then 2 1 2 2 1, let's say here this is 4. Okay, 2 4, this is 2 comma 1. Hmm. Now just help me out to set up the integration. Sean, I want answer from you.
Yeah. Okay, so double integral,
Hmm.
and we put so the limits, right?
Hmm.
So for x, it should be from 0 to 4,
X should
correct?
be.
For x, it should be from 0 to 4, right?
First, you let me know the order, which order you are taking here. Dx dy or dy dx?
So so dx dy, right?
Why dx dy?
Because it's easier to integrate with respect to x
No, no.
first.
Why dx dy, Mano?
No.
No.
We can do any order, right?
So you want to take dy dx, if not dx dy.
No, no.
Why? Why
I
dx
took
dy?
dx last time also. I find it easier when whatever the variable is.
No, Dev,
Does
can
not
you
matter
answer?
at the end.
Yeah, it's obviously. But there is a point. There is a thing which I explained. Which order I would like to take here? Dx dy or dy dx?
Dx dy. Sorry, 1 second. No. I took dy dx. Dy dx.
Why dy dx?
Because uh, because the mass density function doesn't have a y in it, so then it's easier to integrate.
And the limit, see, you can take any order, fine, according you can like set the thing, but if you select the region along x direction first, we are not switching the function between, like this. If you go along x direction, we are not switching the function. Whereas if you go along y direction, we switch the function after some interval. Are you getting that?
No, sir. Can you repeat?
Yeah. See, if we go along x direction, let's say we go along y direction. See, one criteria I've explained you. If we go along y direction, it should not switch the function. If we go along y direction, okay. So throughout the region, the function should not switch. It should be between same function. The region should be between same function. But after some point, now see, this is one function, this is one function, right? This is one line, this is one line. But after some point, the function changed, isn't it?
Hmm.
See, after this
Hmm.
region, the
Yes.
function changed. So we should not take that direction first if the function is changing. Okay.
Hmm.
So what order should we take now? We'll go along x direction because it is always between two same function. This one and the second one, this. It is always between the same function. The region is between the same function. Are you getting that? If you go along x direction, this region is between the same function throughout the region, isn't it? So that's why we should take dx first and then dy later. So let me know the limit of this dx dy, the mass. Okay, let me know the limit of this integral.
Acha, oh, that way.
0 0 0 to 1.
Yeah.
So the
0
first
to 4
is
inside,
x
0
is
to
equal
1.
to the first integral, which is
Yeah.
the inside integral, must have x is equal to. So what is x is equal to? What is the lower limit and the upper
0
limit?
to 4.
0 to 4.
0 to 4.
See, the outer limit has to be constant,
0
first
to
of all. The
3.
outer integral must be constant. We are talking about the inner integral, and that has to be x is equal to. See, I think you forgot a lot of things here. See, we'll go along.
0 to
No. What is the first? What is the leftist function here?
Okay, 0 to 2. 0 to 2 is the leftist.
0 to
Wow.
this line
Y is
is
equal
the,
to x.
see this, yeah. So you find out the equation of the line. No, this is the leftist function,
Y
right?
is
Yeah.
something x, yeah.
So if we go along this direction, so we approach this function first, which is the
Half,
leftist function. So what is the
yeah.
equation of that function? Can you find out that?
Half. Y is equal to half x.
Y is equal to half x. Perfect. So y is equal to half x, but we need x is equal to something, isn't it? Because we are plugging x is equal to. So y is equal to half x is same as x is equal to 2y. So the lower limit is x is equal to 2y, right?
Hmm.
Then what would be the upper limit? So for upper limit, we
Minus
need,
2y.
no, we need to find out the equation of this line. Okay, this line I've drawn by the green. So the equation of that can be found by, like, this is 4 comma 0. We got 2 points. So obviously y minus 0 is equal to, what is slope? Slope is minus 1 over 2 x plus 4. So y is equal to minus half x plus 2. Even this should also be converted into x is equal to form. So x is equal to x is equal to, huh?
2y minus 2
4 minus
4
2.
minus
Huh? Right? Please check out the equation. First of all, this one. I have taken this point. Y minus 0 is equal to slope is 0 minus 1 upon 4 minus 2, 2. So minus half into x minus 4. That's fine, no? X minus 4. So multiply by 2. 2y is equal to
Yeah.
So I'm coming in 2 minutes. I have to.
so 2y minus half x plus 2. So 2y 4 minus 2y. It's right. Okay. So our upper limit is x is equal to 4 minus 2y. 4 minus 2y. Okay. And what about the this y is equal to the limit to the outer integral? Now y is constant. Y is supposed to be between two constant values. So y is equal to 0 to what?
2 2
0 to
sorry 0 to 1
0 to 1. Yeah.
1 1.
So y is equal to 0 to 1. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just simplify this to find out the equation. That's all. You can take this is for m. Now for mx, we'll again set up the same integral. Y, the function is x. Yeah. So yx dx dy and my x square xx dx dy. Okay. So once you find out this, the center of
Yeah.
mass can easily be found out. My upon m.
So this is I have a doubt about the procedure. Basically, last in the previous question,
Hmm.
we had a it was a rectangle sort of shape, right?
Hmm.
It
Rectangular.
was a rectangular shape,
Hmm.
so it was uniform throughout. That is why we didn't have any. We directly took 0 to 3 and 0 to
Zero.
1,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was just
But
constant between.
for a
Yeah.
non,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, for a even though it's a geometric shape, it has like two different slopes. So in
Hmm.
that case, we take the leftmost and then do it with respect to x.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. See here we have only one
Yeah.
direction where the region is covered by two constant function. That is x direction. Okay.
Mm.
And the procedure is to
Yeah.
set the limit, lower limit and the upper limit as x is equal to for the inner integral. So these are two functions. What is x is equal to of this function? What is x is equal to of this function? Whereas in case of rectangle, that was constant. So if you take either x direction or y direction, one and same thing, because if you go along x direction, some constant value to some constant value. If you go along y direction, it will cover the whole region. If you go along either x direction or y direction without changing, without switching the function.
So if this was an yeah, right now it's an irregular triangle. If it was an equilateral triangle,
Whatever,
this is if it was if
because
it was equilateral right now, would we use
no, if it is
because of the different
equilateral also,
because it's
no, if it is equilateral
-1,
also,
there will be only
if it is equilateral also,
yeah.
these two functions are different, right? These two are different function.
Yeah.
If you go along
-1.
y direction, it will switch
Yeah.
the function after some time. So the idea behind that, the
Yeah.
function should not switch while covering the whole region.
Okay. So if this was, let's say if this was equilateral, this would have been 2y to -2y, right? And then we would have taken 1 minus outside to make it, no, but yeah, to make it -2y to 2y.
Hmm.
Let's say if it
Yeah, you just
would
find
have been
you need to
-2y to
find out
2y.
the equation of those line, those function, and you have to just plug the values for the limit.
Because those functions same. The only difference is that one will have the same function. One will be positive slope. One will be negative slope
Negative
if it is
slope.
equilateral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So those will be the limits. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we need a change in function
Hmm.
for to follow this method, and we need a
Yes.
uniform shape for the previous method.
Yes. If the see the
Okay.
only see
Got it.
we saw two type of boundness. If suppose the x is bound between two constant values, x and y both is bound between two constant values, this will always give you rectangle. Okay, this is one scenario we saw. If suppose x is bound between some constant
Yeah.
values, but y is bound between some function. Okay, here x is the function, y is equal to x. We have done a lot of question like this in the while discussing in the double integral. So this is, this would be not rectangle, it would be anything else. Okay, this wouldn't be rectangle anymore because y is equal to x, something, some line, like this, so it will be like triangle or something else. Okay,
Hmm.
so in that case we need to think whether we are switching the function or not. If you are not switching the function in particular direction, you can select that direction first, no doubt. Okay, so the if suppose
Yeah.
y is like this circular function, between circular function like this, then we need to use polar, and then we discuss polar
Polar.
coordinates.
Got
Understood? So these are some
it. Yeah.
differences. Okay, now let me put up the next question. I need to start triple integral to at this the explanation part.
So how many more applications there are?
Just two, just two
Oh,
application, because one is based on the charge. See, like mass density function, we may have, like in physics, you must have studied in electrical physics, maybe electrostatics physics, where you must have seen the charge is spread all over the plate,
Charge distribution.
right? Charge is also spread. So if charge density is given, okay, and that is just a charge density function, the spread of charge all over the plate can be defined by charge density function. If charge density function is given, so
Hmm.
instead of total mass, we will calculate total charge on this plate by this formula, by this double integral, right? The concept is same,
oh,
but just because of mass density function, we could find out the total mass. Here, because of charge density function, we can find out the total charge. Okay. So let me put up the question here. The question is, find total charge of a plate. Find total charge of a plate of a charge density function of sigma x comma y is equal to root x square plus root y square, and charge is spread across x square plus y square less than equal to 4 and y is greater than equal to 0. Okay, so this is the question. Obviously charge is spread over a skin, over the thin surface, right? That thin has to be there, the lamina, the sense of lamina, the
I mean,
super thin concept has to be there. Okay, because there is no width, There is no height, you can say. There is no height. Once we have a height, like suppose we have a height of this object. If suppose mass density function is given of this object, so it has height, right? So the mass density function wouldn't be on this surface, basically. Are you getting? The center of mass wouldn't be on this surface anymore. It would be somewhere in
Yeah.
between, right? So I think I can give you the seed of triple integral by explaining this example. Like if suppose we have a surface, just surface, super thin lamina, we could find out the mass, center of mass by double integration. Now we have a z direction also. So what about the mass density function and center of mass all together? So that would be the seed of triple integration. But before that, let's wind up this.
So triple integration is the same exercise, but with the Z. But it's not a lamina. It's a proper shape with
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. How could we find out the total mass of any
Yeah.
big object, any mountain, any like Earth, any planet? How do we find out the mass of the total object, the complete object? Isn't it? So that is basically
Yeah.
the idea behind that is this triple integration. Okay, but before this, let's discuss just on surface. The spread is the charge is spread all over the super thin surface. Okay, and we have to find out
Mm.
the total charge on this. Charge is also continuous function, isn't it? It is not like we
Yeah.
are experiencing current somewhere at this point on the metal, but we are not experiencing current near to that. It's like continuous. Make sense? It's a continuous phenomenon, right? So therefore we need to apply integration. That summation will change to double integration. So the whole concept is remains same. The whole concept is same, but it will give you the total charge if you apply double integration. Okay. So what is the formula of total charge become in this case? Double integration
Double integration
sigma x comma y,
root of x square.
sigma x comma y, and dA, whatever order you take. So this is the formula of over the
Yeah.
given region. Okay. So this is the formula of total charge. Now I want you to set up this integral.
So we're using Pola to do this.
We are using
Pola.
polar. Yeah, you can take, and you should take, because if your region is circular,
Yeah.
we should take polar only. Okay, very good, Dev. So first of all, you need to draw the region. Have you drawn the region? And what is the region
Yeah.
defined by here?
Yes, sir.
The region?
It's a semicircle.
Two,
It's the semicircle above the y-axis,
Yes.
but not counting the circumference.
Yeah.
Not
so it's
counting.
inside.
Yeah. Mano has shown the perfect diagram.
Oh, counting the
Counting what?
circumference. Yeah.
Yeah, we counting everything.
The circumference.
Yeah.
Less than equal to 4. Yeah.
Equal to. Okay.
Yeah.
So our region is, this is x, this is y. X square plus y square is equal to 4 is in like disk. It's basically less than, so it's a disk. So radius is 2
So outer it is 0 to pi.
and
Or
y
you can do 2 into 0 to pi by 2, right? 2 into
Yeah.
0
Yeah.
by
Same thing.
So this is the region here. Now r is equal to 0 to 2. Okay, because r square is equal to 4, r is equal to 2. X square plus y square less than 4. So basically less than will give you the idea behind the region that's inside the circle, and y greater than 0 is the above x axis. Okay, so while setting up the integration here, the total charge is denoted by Q. Am I right? Right? Q, the total charge. And double integration sigma x comma y is root x square plus y square. And okay, so what should I write here? If I want to replace dA in polar form, what should I write?
R
uh,
R dot R dr d theta. R
yes,
dot R dr d theta.
yeah, I'm very
That
happy
will
that
also become
R
R.
is stick in
Is
your
R
mind.
square dr d theta.
Yeah.
It's R. Yeah. It's R square dr d theta.
We can convert that in R again, so that would
Then
be
that also
just.
becomes R. It becomes root square. Yeah. R.
And what about this, the limit of inner integral?
0 to
Inner
2.
And what about theta?
R
0
is
to 2 and outer is 0 to pi. 0 to pi.
0
Or
to
2 into
of pi by 2, and then you multiply
0 to pi, or 2 into 0 to pi by 2.
pi by 2.
yeah, because the region is symmetry. You always verify whether the region is
Yeah.
symmetry or not. Now just find it out and let me know
Yeah.
the answer.
Eight pi by 3.
Yeah. 8
Yeah.
pi by 3.
8 pi by 3 coulomb.
3.
3 coulomb. Yeah.
Now the final example, the last example on this application of double integral is, as we just saw about the spread of charge on the plate, we may have the the hot plate. Okay, the spread, you can think about the spread of temperature over the hot plate. Okay, and if suppose the question is like this, we are given the uh, uh, we have given the hot plate over which the temperature is denoted by T is equal to 400 cos 0.1 root x square plus y square. Okay, means at different points this function will let you know about the temperature of the of the plate at that point. And the dimension of the plate is x square plus y square less than or equal to 16. Okay, now we have to find out average temperature. We have to find out the average temperature. Now by using double integration, this is the temperature density function, you can say, isn't it?
Hmm.
Temperature density function. So by using double integration, that setup, we can find out the total temperature on the plate. Okay, total temperature, that's like amazing thing. But we can find out the total temperature on the plate, sum of all temperatures, total temperature of the plate. And if you divide that total temperature by the area of the plate, that will give you the average temperature. Okay, so total temperature upon the total area will give you the average temperature. So we need to find out average temperature here. So the formula is,
So would the area
yeah,
be uh, 16 pi?
yeah, 16 pi. Perfect.
Okay.
Because it is circular, so you could find it directly. But if it is not circular, it is something else, then what we do to find out the area? You remember the height one?
Yeah.
Yes. So by putting h is equal to 1 or the function as 1, height 1, you can find out the area of that region on xy plane. Okay. So just let me know the double integration arrangement of this. That will give you the total temperature here. Okay. Before that, we have to draw the region. The region is x square plus y square less than or equal to 16. Okay. The region is defined by this function. So the radius is 4 in that case. We can draw the circle like this, and this is your region. Okay. Less than means inside that, obviously. So we can use the polar form here to simplify the double integral. That is r is equal to 0 to r is equal to 4.
Hmm.
And theta
Yeah.
is equal to 0 to theta is equal to how much?
2 pi.
2 pi. So 0.1 root, we can even convert this root x square plus y square square root in r dr d theta. Okay, notice this. So we can solve this to find out the total temperature. Hmm? Obviously, this is the toughest integration we have come across because of the integration by part. Now we can't do anything.
High path.
Yeah. So I'm just giving you the homework. This question as homework. Do this by integration by part,
Hmm.
and the answer of total temperature is 19309.066. Okay, whatever the unit is given. Now, since they've already said the area of this circle, this region is 16 pi, pi r square, r is 4, so 16 pi. We can find out the average temperature. And the average temperature is, you can divide this total temperature by the total area. It will give you the average temperature. Okay, and you can write down the answer as this. So you can verify all the answer in homework. Okay. So I'm giving you next example that need to be done right now in class. That is about the population density. Right? We always talk about the population density, right? Population density of the particular city. So can we find out the total population by just by just applying the population density in the double integration by using this double integration? And if suppose you are given the population density function of the particular city of that particular region, right? Can we find out the total population? Isn't it?
Yeah.
So you will find more realistic example now, that is about the population density. Just write down the question. You have to solve this right now. So the question is, that is based on population density. So the population density sigma x comma y is given, which is 3000 e raised to minus x square plus y square, and you have to find out total population of 1 mile of center. Please do this. Hello.
Yeah, I'm doing it. You have to do it
Yeah,
by
yeah.
part.
By part? Where by part?
Yeah. So because once you multiply it with R,
Yeah.
then it becomes by part.
Okay, let me just give you the setup here. The setup for total population is equal to, have you drawn the region? The region is again, what is the type of the region here? What is the region here?
Circle only.
Circle only. 1 mile of the center, right? So
Yeah.
the region is circular,
Hmm.
whose radius is 1 mile. Okay. So we can set up the integral like this: r is equal to 0 to r is equal to 1, theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to 2 pi. Okay. And the density function, population density function is 3000 e raised to minus what? R square r
R
dr
square.
d theta.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go for u substitution, you can simply uh, replace minus r square. Not visible.
No,
Yeah,
not really.
yeah. Just a second. Just a second. It's I think. Hang on. Okay. I think I can. You can understand this now. We have minus r square, fine, and r dr d theta. If you go for substitution, that minus r square can be absorbed by r dr. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we do have to do by part.
Hmm. So go for u substitution.
Yeah, yeah.
If it is by part, I would have left this for you only.
Okay, so I got an answer
Yeah. What is the
as 300 pi by e. 300 pi by e.
300 pi by e? See, the answer is
E.
actually 300, not 300, 3000 pi bracket 1 minus e raised to minus 1. This is the total population, okay, and it is approximately equal to 5958. Please check out your answer. Did you get the answer, Dev?
No, I'm getting.
So I'm getting something over zero, which is like incorrect.
Infinite. Oh, infinite population.
After I substitute the first limit, what's up?
Infinite population. That's why Corona has come.
Yes, the Chinese.
We need to reduce population, right? Okay, so let me solve this one. I think. What about you, Mano? See, when we plug r square, minus r square is equal to u, minus 2r dr is equal to du, then r dr is equal to minus 1 over 2 du, right? And then uh, we have to change the limit also. Okay. So if r is equal to 0, what is u? U is equal to also 0. If r is equal to 1, u is equal to minus 1, right? So our total population will be theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to 2 pi. Then u is equal to minus
But
1
your screen is not.
is
So
visible.
where's your screen, sir?
Yeah.
It's visible, no?
No.
Not visible.
No. No. It's not visible. No.
It is all right here. Okay. Now,
No, sir.
now, is it visible now? You refresh your browser.
Okay.
Mano, can you see the screen? Refresh. Is it visible now? There?
Yes. It's visible.
Yeah, the problem was there at your end. Now, is it visible to all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we set up this, we use substitution. So u is equal to minus 1 to 0. Remember, I have reversed the order. I've already reversed the order. So I can ignore this minus sign. So 1 over 2 into 3000 e raised to u d theta. Right? I've already
Yeah,
reversed
so
the
that's what
order.
I did.
Yeah, fine. So theta 0 to 2 pi. Then what is the integration of e raised to u? That's same as e raised to u. 1 over 2
Who were you?
e raised to u. Okay. And the limit is minus 1 to 0. Fine. So
Yeah.
0 to 2 pi 3000 upon 2. What is e raised to 0? 1 minus e raised to minus 1 d theta.
No. Bounce. Oh. Okay. 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 I know my mistake.
Hmm. So
I did hmm,
this the whole constant into theta and 0 to 2 pi. So this will be like 3000 upon 2 1 minus e raised to minus 1 into 2 pi. 2 will cancel out, and 3000 into 1 minus e raised to minus 1 pi. Okay, so this will roughly 5958. Okay, so this gives us the total population of the city of 1 mile of center. Okay, now let's move to the concept of triple integral. Before that, I would like to summarize the thing we have learned so far. Okay, so far we have learned first integral, you know, one integral, double integral. Now we are going to learn triple integral. So let's summarize whatever we have learned so far. So in double integral, basically, you know, we integrate over the region, right? F of x comma y dA is this double integration of f of x comma y dA gives you the volume under the you remember that it gives you the volume under surface.
hmm,
Remember everything, no? Or you forgot? It
yeah.
gives you under f of x comma y, and this is the idea of 3D, right? We can visualize this concept in 3D, that this double integral gives us the volume under the surface. What sort of noise is coming, like, from any end?
Yeah, it's coming from my end. I'll yeah,
Okay.
I'll
You
turn off
mute.
my mic and
Yeah, you mute yourself. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is the double integration gives us the volume under the surface, right? This is the 3D idea about it. But just now, what we learned, it also gives the mass. It also gives you the mass of a thin plate, isn't it? Called lamina.
Hmm,
Also gives you the mass of thin plate called lamina, right? So, and this is the 2D idea about this, right? Like if we reduce the dimension, we get a mass. So by double integration only, we can find out the mass of the plate, mass of the thin plate, right? Now, what was the first integration, like single integration? That was the first idea was it can find out the area under the curve. Okay, so area under f of x, and the idea behind this was 2D. Are you getting that? XY. We find out the area which can be like XY plane, which can be interpreted on XY plane. So the area under the curve.
hmm,
Now the second thing, we can even find the mass of a straight wire. Okay, mass of a straight wire, thin wire, obviously, straight thin wire, and this idea is 1D. Like if mass density function is given, see, both the idea will work like about the mass. See, these two idea will work only when this f of x y or f of x is mass density function. Here, yes, you've understood this, right?
hmm,
So both idea will work only when the mass density function is given. Means this f of x comma y and f of x is a mass density function. Okay, this the mass idea will work. The mass idea works if f of x comma y, and f of x is a mass density function.
Hmm.
Now let's come to the triple integral. What this represent? If I write this over some region, okay, over some region, over this function f of x comma y z, and what should I write here? See, we increase the dimension. If we have dx, one integration. If we have dA, area, double integration. What should I write here?
So do
It should
dv.
be v, okay, because this need to be integrated with respect to x, with respect to y, and with respect to z. So dx, dy, dz gives us the sense of volume, isn't it? Dx, dy, and dz gives us the sense of volume. So triple integral, let's talk about the triple integral. What it gives us, first of all, like what is the first idea? Like we get area under the curve for the first one integration, we get volume under the surface by the double integration, and what we get by triple integration. So it is very hard to understand or imagine. So what we get is we get something, okay, there is no particular name to that. We get something, some measurement, okay, something of region under f of x y z, okay, and the idea is basically, see, this is 3D, so this has to be what, 4D, okay. So this
Hmm.
does not make sense to me actually, okay, this does not sense make to me, like, because what we are calculating is not clear, what we are calculating. But obviously if you understand the second line, if suppose I give you the mass density function of 3D shape, if I give you the mass density function of 3D shape, of three of object, of any particular object, three-dimensional object, then it definitely sense to me, because we can definitely find out the mass of a plate of thickness, isn't it? The mass of a plate of thickness when
Correct.
the mass density function is given. So if the only
So
condition,
so I'm.
just a second, if
Hmm.
f of x comma y comma z is a mass density function. Yeah, Dev.
I'm guessing so to do this, you have to do like that level curve type of thing, right? Like if it's z is equal to x plus y plus 8, you make the expression z minus x minus y, right?
See, in this, the function, like object is already given. The f of x y z will, the function will already be given. The two surface, the surface. Actually, see, if you draw the object, let me draw the object. That's the other part. What you asked me is the next part of this explanation. So if you draw the cube, okay, let's say, uh, how should I draw it? Okay, if you draw the, okay, just imagine that this is cube, okay, let's
Hmm.
say this is cube. So we have dx, dy, dz, okay, dx, dy, and dz, and we know that we can go any order. It doesn't matter, because we are going to get the same answer, isn't it? Dx, dy, and dz. So basically we need to find out a, if you are going along z direction, if you are going along z direction, so we need to find out two surface between which, you know between which our object lie,
Hmm.
right? We need to find out. So
Right.
that obviously z is equal to, that's obviously z is equal to. So we stop here
Hmm.
for today. The idea is very simple. You just understand this idea, what I explained you. The first integration will calculate mass of a straight thin wire if we are given mass density function. If f of x is represent the mass density function of the wire, right? Because each mass density function will be integrated. Since this is thin wire, each mass density function will integrated along the line, along the one direction. So that's why this concept is 1D. Now the second double integration is if f of xy represent the mass density function of a plate on the surface, if it is a plate, thin plate, so the double integration will give you the total mass of that thin plate, and that idea is basically on 2D, because we have a surface, we have a lamina or region on xy plane. Similarly, this triple integration does not make sense properly because the lack of the terminology. So therefore, but the second thing is, if the mass density function is represented by f of x, y, z, then obviously it gives us the total mass of the plate of certain thickness. Okay, it obviously gives us the total mass of the plate
Okay.
of certain thickness, and that idea is basically on 3D. Are you getting that? So every object which can be
Yeah.
which is on 3D can be calculated. The mass of that object can be easily calculated by triple integration. So we need to talk
Yes.
about the order dx, dy, and dz, what order we should take. Okay, and that will be discussed in the next class. And we'll come up with a few example where we actually find out the mass of any particular object whose mass density function is given. I hope you like this class, because we are doing application of
Yes.
double integration. Now it's triple integration, so obviously it's more amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we stop here.
Thank you. So,
Yeah,
bye.
bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.